But since we're talking about all this, like what, like dialogue delivery and making boring scenes interesting, what do you guys feel about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Like
Was it
again,
interesting?
it was not meant for us, right? It like it was just not meant for us.
I don't know, like it. I mean, like maybe you have a brief idea of the Manson family murders,
I
or
had
maybe
no
you don't. But even if you don't, it's like you should have an interesting movie, right? So
see
generally,
again.
like,
Uh, uh,
wait, just a
huh,
minute. So
huh,
like you see those cinema scenes videos, and most of the times the feeling is like this is just nitpicking, or
Yeah,
it's even beyond nitpicking. It's kind of pointless.
yeah,
But just see the cinema scenes video of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like
yeah.
at times you'll get the feeling that yes, this is true. It's
Like,
like what is the movie? It's just a bromance between Brad Pitt and DiCaprio.
and
Like
driving
what?
scenes.
And
like
driving scene.
Yeah,
Rathi, what I would prelude your problem with the question, like your entire criticism is based on the premise that even without all of this, the movie should have some inherent entertainment, right?
Hmm.
What I would say to that is that I can very well visualize Quentin Tarantino giving a middle finger to that ideology. Right? Like I want to make this movie for this purpose, right? I don't care if other people don't enjoy it.
That is very true. Like the amount of like the care they've put into ensure that the movie is era perfect.
Exactly, right? So
It's like
there's
you
this
can
very
literally imagine 1960s.
the
Literally imagine.
there was this one video that I watched which explained everything, and it made me really appreciate the movie. It's like you realize after, like at least I realized after that, this movie I was never meant to enjoy it. Like the level of care and detail that is put behind every character, every setting, and everything is.
Also, it's like I did realize those details when I was watching the movie. Especially, it's like you have those pan out shots of traffic, and each of those cars is meticulously ensured to be era perfect. The music is very much era perfect. You have the drive-through theaters, then those neon sign scene where you have like the city of Los Angeles lighting up at night. I noticed all of that during the watch itself, but still it's like did not. It was just a side thing, right? It's
Exactly.
if you want to make a documentary about 1960s Hollywood culture, then it would be perfect in that. But this was not that.
Like my main gripe with the movie is like I really enjoyed the way they started off with, right? Like DiCaprio being a washed out actor and him coming to grips with that, right? That was a very interesting way to go, but they never go about it. Like, and then they suddenly go through this
Exactly.
random thing that's going on. Like, whoa, what happened? What?
Like the
So,
most enjoyment I had in the movie was the last 10 minutes, where you finally
mm,
have something,
yeah.
something concrete happening. Like
like
everything else is just
by
yeah,
that
yeah.
point, I had just given up, right? Okay, like do whatever you want, because I didn't notice what you had, right? Like the care and all that. Because, like for me, the most enjoyable part was that, like when that scene, right, when Leonardo, like the main guy, he starts acting really well, right, and everybody
Hmm.
appreciates him for it. For me, that was a highlight of the movie, like because that is the part of the movie that I was invested in, right? Like everything else was like, what is happening? Why?
What?
why this?
Like I like that scene where he's talking in the mirror. It's angled so that you it's like he's looking at you.
Hmm.
That is one scene that I like. But
Right.
that
and
man.
and the and the thing like after that he becomes very nice, right? So that's a very nice character
See,
arc
one
that happens.
one critique about that movie that I again in cinema it was in cinema since, but it
Mhm.
is so on point. It's like during that flashback when Brad Pitt is on the roof fixing the TV antenna and he's
Mhm.
having that flashback about
Killing his
how
wife.
he no about how he lost that job, right?
Okay.
Like he basically DiCaprio kind of got him that job on the set to be the stunt double, and
Mhm.
then he started fighting with Bruce Lee and lost it.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that is the flashback moment going on, and within that flashback, you randomly have that other flashback. It's like what Inception level flashback going on. And it did not even make sense. Like, why? How is this here? Why is this? Not even commenting on the part why does Brad Pitt need to remove t-shirts to fix the antennas?
Yeah.
Like
But yeah,
but one thing I really liked in that scene, like the way he climbs up on the wall, it's like you see, okay, he's a stunt.
he's a stunt double. Yes, that is.
The only
And that's
time you see
true,
him doing anything stunt doubly,
except when they specifically point it out.
except when they specifically pointed out. Huh?
That Italian movie scene, right?
See, like everything else is just a blur to me, right? At this point.
You don't remember that Italian movie scene where there is literally a car jumping across a bridge and then in the middle of the scene they pause and then put an arrow. It's like the stunt double is here. This car is being driven by the stunt double.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
I think that speaks to my that speaks to my level of enjoyment of the movie.
Yeah.
So while I do respect it, I didn't enjoy it.
Hmm. Exactly. Not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Especially for a 3 hour movie. It's like if it was 1 hour, 1.5 hour, maybe it would have been pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know, right? Like he set out to do something very different. Like you can't you can't.
Like my only gripe with that is if it was a 1960s documentary, like a documentary about 1960s Hollywood, then sure, you have
They
No,
done a
did a
pretty
good
perfect job.
no, but seriously, right? Like if you look at the videos that talk about why it's a very good thing, the people make it with so much passion, right? It's like the people he targeted it towards love it to bits.
Mhm.
See, the
And
cultural thing may be like playing a role in our decision.
definitely, right? That's what I started with. This movie was not meant for us. We just watched it just for discussing it on this episode, right? I would have
Yeah,
never watched it otherwise.
same. I mean, the trailer was intriguing, but nah, not really.
I don't
I
know.
was
I wrote it off from the trailer itself. It's like, nah, yeah, this is not for us.
See, I decided to watch it because of the actors, like the cast, and I was disappointed. So
because the cast isn't doing much.
How
yeah,
like time after time? How can you start just watching movies just for the cast? I still don't understand it.
When you are fanboys for the cast.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good point.
Exactly, come on. Serious.
uh, my bad. My bad.
like when you have like 10 movies to choose from, like you choose which has like most recognizable actors who have backing to them,
No,
as well
you,
as a
you
good director.
no, you choose the one which you like the synopsis of and people talk
Exactly. I
about.
don't even like who's the actor in the movie.
Exactly. It's like
I watch the synopsis.
fanboys in that critic realm, right? Where he looks at the staff. Oh, it's this cameraman. I like this
No,
cameraman's work.
it's mostly from like watching movies on television, like where you just see the actors, you don't have a synopsis or anything. You just see the actors, something about the movie. Okay, then you decide to watch it or leave it. So a bad
Okay.
thing that has been carried on from the TV watching days.
And
Like in the TV watching days, did you even have the option? It's like I don't like this actor, but this is the only movie on TV right now.
exactly.
You
Might
at
as
least had
well watch it.
2 3
You
other
you
channels.
either you either watch what you had on at that point of time or you planned beforehand. And when you plan beforehand, you know the movie.
See, I never planned beforehand unless like they would start showing the trailers or the thing before a week or two. But like at least you
Like
had like 2 3 different channels. So
we had newspapers which had a section called movie reviews. I
see,
used
like
that.
I didn't start reading
Just
newspaper till I was in 11th. Till
Mm.
then, like it was a foreign object to me.
well, I still
Mm.
don't.
Like I also still don't, right? But comic strips and those things were interesting.
For a time, I don't know. After a
Definitely
point, it got boring.
like after a point we got internet, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you
that
don't need that
happened.
anymore.
That happened.
Internet app that happened.